Hi everyone, let's learn about JWT, which stands for JSON Web Token, and also how exactly it is used to authenticate and authorize requests at server. JSON. What is JSON? JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. It is a lightweight data interchange format that is easy for humans to read and write, and also for machines to parse and generate. So JSON is a text format which is completely language independent. JSON data is a key value pairs, as you can see here in the diagram, where keys are basically strings and values can be strings, numbers, boolean values, arrays or other JSON objects itself. As you can see here, address is a key and other JSON objects is the value for this particular key address. So let's discuss about JWT. Let's imagine we have a special box called as JWT and it has three parts. First part is called as header, the second part is called as payload, and the third part is called as signature. Let's assume that the special box looks something like this and the first part is header. So what exactly is a header in JWT? As I said, it is the first part of the token and it contains metadata about the token and the information needed to verify its integrity. The header typically consists of two parts. One is the signing algorithm and the other is the type of our token. So the type of token for us here is JWT, and the signing algorithm can be RSA algorithm or SHA 256, any algorithm which is used for that particular token. The header is also a JSON object and it looks something like this, where ALG is the signing algorithm and the value is HS256 and TYP is the type of the token. For us here it is JWT. So this is typically how the header looks like. The second part is the payload. As I said, payload is the second part of the token and it contains the claims. Claims are statements about an entity, typically about the user, and have some additional data as well. There are three types of claims. One is registered, the other is public, and the last is private. Payload is also a JSON object and it looks something like this. It has sub, name, and IAT, where sub stands for subject of the token, name stands for the name of the subject, and IAT refers to issued at. Basically, it is the timestamp at which the token was issued. So this is basically the payload of the token. These claims are just examples. You can include additional claims as needed for your application. And also one thing you have to notice, the claims in this payload, right, provide information about the user or the operation of the operation for which the token was issued. However, it's important to note that the payload is not encrypted, but just base64 URL encoded. The third part of the token is signature. This is the last part of the token. It is used to verify the integrity of the token and to ensure that the token has not been tampered with. So basically that validation is done by using this particular signature, which is the final part of the token. The structure of the JWT token looks something like this. It starts with a header, then a period, then a payload, a period, and a signature. So here is an example of a JWT token with header, payload, and signature. So let's look at how a user's request is authenticated and authorized by using JWT at server level. Let's look at the logic. So basically the user sends request to the server along with the JWT token, which looks something like this. The header is in red part, the payload is the purple one, and blue is the signature. And each has a period value in between. So basically we already discussed that the header is base64 encoded and it has two values. One is the algorithm, the signing algorithm, and then the type, the JWT token type. So using this signing algorithm, what the server does is let's say the algorithm is RSA or HS256 as depicted here in the diagram. It takes the header, adds the period, and then takes the payload and concatenates with another period, and then adds the secret key. So this server secret key is known only by the server, and for this particular value which is present here on the screen, right, the header dot payload dot the server secret key, it applies the signing algorithm here, which is HS256, and it generates a hash. So this particular generated hash, it compares it with the signature value which is present in our JWT token. If this generated hash matches with the signature, here it is matching. So it considers this particular request as a valid request and then returns the response. So it returns the response only if the request is validated successfully. So basically what it is doing, what the user is doing, the user is sending the request along with the JWT token, whereas the server is taking the algorithm from the header and also the header value plus a dot, then taking the payload plus a dot and then the server secret key. Then it applies that signing algorithm which was present in the header to that particular string, and it generates a hash. And this hash should be equal to the signature value which is present in the token, which is the third or the last part of the token. If it is matching, then this particular request is a valid request. Then it sends the response, or else it throws a 401 unauthorized access. So this was all about JWT token and how exactly it is used to authenticate and authorize requests at the server. If you have learned something new, please do subscribe to our channel and support us. If you have any questions, suggestions or requests, let us know in the comment section below, and don't forget to like the video. See you in the next video.